episode of Muscle Meals with Steve. Today we're going to be making pistachio crusted chicken with herb and mustard sauce. It's really great. So let's get into the kitchen and start cooking. Okay, the first thing I did was I took some pistachios and I ground them up finely in my food processor. So I had done these a few days before. I'm going to put that into a baking shallow dish, and I would put in about a half a cup, and then I'm going to add some panko, which is Chinese breadcrumb, to that. I think I'm going to do also about a half a cup, and that's going to be the crunchy coating for the chicken. A little more pistachio. Okay, so we have that, and that's going to be basically the coating that we're going to put on the chicken. Then we're going to chop up some fresh basil, dill, and rosemary, and we're going to mix it with some mustard. And that's what we're going to put on top of the chicken to get the panko and pistachios to stick. So let me work on cutting up, and I'll give you the amounts of the spices. Okay, so I chopped up the fresh spices, which is 2 tablespoons of basil, 1 tablespoon of dill, and 1 teaspoon of rosemary. I use fresh spices. If you don't have them, you can use dried, but with like any recipe, fresh makes the recipe come alive. And to that we're going to add 1/4 of a cup of Dijon mustard. And I'm going to mix this together, and then I'm going to rub it all over the chicken, and then roll it in the pistachio and panko mixture, and then we'll saute it in the fry pan. Okay, just want to show you what the chicken looks like. That's it coated with the panko and the pistachios, and you can probably see a little bit of the green basil popping through. And we're just going to add a little salt and pepper to the cutlets, and should probably try to preheat up the pan. We'll just sprinkle them a little bit with some pepper and salt, and I had just turned on the pan, so I'll let that heat up. I'll come back and we'll toss them into the pan. Okay, we have the frying pan heated up to 375 degrees. Put in a little bit of cooking spray and pop the chicken in. This dish is really delicious. Chicken really comes out tender, and we're going to make a great sauce to put on top of it as soon as this is cooked. So we'll let this cook for probably 2 to 3 minutes on each side just to get them brown, and then I'll pop them in the oven to finish cooking them. And when we get to that step, I'll let you know. Hey, we're going to make our sauce, the mustard cream sauce for the pistachio chicken. We're going to take a half a cup of dry wine, and we're going to bring it to a boil. And to that, I'm going to add 1/4 cup of chopped shallots. And we're going to let that reduce over medium-high for a few minutes. Okay, we cooked the shallots in the wine for about 4 to 5 minutes. And now we're going to add some heavy cream, about 1/4 cup, and turn it down to simmer. And I'm going to cook this for about 2 minutes. And then I'm going to add a tablespoon of fresh basil, tablespoon of fresh dill, and 2 tablespoons of Dijon mustard. And we'll just let it all melt together, and then that'll be the sauce for the top of the chicken. Okay, I'm just adding in the fresh spices to the sauce. It looks really great. It's a little thin. I added just a little bit of flour just to make it get a little thick, or a little bit of cornstarch. It's no problem. And I think it's ready to go. So I'll plate this dish and then come back and show you what it looks like. Here you have the finished chicken without the sauce, and here it is with the sauce. Enjoy! As always, thanks for watching another episode of Muscle Meals with Steve. I hope you enjoyed the pistachio chicken. It's really delicious. As always, I wish you all good health through good eating and cooking.